constant source of damage. So that might mean the Claude, right, for TNC.
Claude, yeah. I don't think the Ixcha's gonna make it,
But-
but happen in this
Yeah,
one.
not this one. But Beatrix is still pretty good
There
because
you
of the
go.
combo. So it's like when the decision was between Beatrix and Claude. Claude is good against the composition of Blacklist. Beatrix is good with the composition of TNC. So they have a better mix when it comes to damage and DPS, but not enough when it comes to support utility.
They can't have that much vision as well. They don't
Yeah.
have that much. But Kaja's good for that at the very least. So
Yeah.
they got that going for them.
It's still rounded for TNC. I think they answered a lot of corners here
I
against
agree.
Blacklist International. So this is just completely boils down to execution. As I said, Rock Art mechanics as well are going to be tested.
Yeah, it's going to be a big test here for Blacklist for sure. It feels like TNC rounded up a lineup they're very happy with. Now, not the tankiest, but definitely one of the spiciest lineups we've seen today. And yeah, only the gameplay is going to say who comes out on top here, because I feel like both teams had all the heroes that they know, that we know they played. We know they played them, all of these heroes well.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the glimpse here on the final lineup. It's game number 3, Blacklist International and TNC Pro Team on a match point. Who gets to have this W? Who will prevail? In the main question, who will finally rise?
That's a big one.
I think this time TNC doesn't have a only what was the term? Only early game win condition kind of team. They're more well-rounded, I would say.
Right.
And that's also true with Blacklist International. Good mixture of early and late game. What separates these two teams is that TNC is based on more on bursting down enemy heroes, while Blacklist International are more focused on sustained and long team fights. So expect Blacklist to try to outmaneuver TNC, whereas TNC, what they need to do is like act as if this was a battering ram. Initiate with the Kaja, burst with Innocent, they're gonna be A-okay afterwards.
Yeah, it could be a good layer of skill. A display for team fights, as Wolf mentioned, a battering ram. A perfect example to put it. Knock up from Hesu, though. Meanwhile, the pressure you said, outmaneuver. I think the focus right now of Renegade is to aid Bruno or Oheb against Innocent, because in early game, with the Bruno's hits, I think it's like just a good way to even sustain the lane. But they know a pressure from TNC might happen, because outmaneuver could be the answer in most of the games that they might expect in the early game.
Yeah, that's one way to stop TNC, right? Slow it down, make sure they can't hit hard, outmaneuver, as they say. And they have Blacklist has the tools to do that. With Renegade and Pyramus, you can't get safer than that. You have the Cult Altar, you have the Guiding Wind.
I am just enjoying that animation right now.
Oh yeah, it is.
From the Mathilda.
Very
how they
satisfying.
Completely.
Where's
Whoa! Sensui. Okay, Seeker's objective.
Oh, it's gonna be a trade. King Kong just went in for the orange buff.
Okay, all right,
So
that's
it's just a
interesting.
buff steal.
I wonder why though. Yeah, I love what the question you put out there. Where's King Kong right now on the turtle? They're giving this away? No chance of a steal?
Yeah, and Sensui doesn't have the retribution, and because of the presence of the Fanny, not able to. The Kaja actually, he's not able to fully complete that steal, and TNC are gonna be very happy, or not really very happy, but at least happier than expected. Who was able to take it was actually Innocent, who took that grab.
Consolation prizes left, right, and center.
Advantage also small on the growing coin economy here for Innocent as well. So completely securing their early game lane and laning stage. So also puts pressure on Renegade as well. So I think they have more vision this time and more control from TNC. And it's just a matter of like going the distance to get vision up against the Phoenix Army, and where are they heading? Because at some points, you've mentioned early to mid has a great potential for TNC, but for King Kong's Fanny here, I think they're just completely having a good amount of jump start here for this one.
Actually, I'm worried for TNC because of the silence right now. If you have a Fanny, you want to maximize
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
Yeah.
And if the map is quiet, you're not doing your job, to be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna be, especially because they have the Kajas. We haven't seen any interactions coming up from the Kaja. By the way, Bentings didn't go for the Quantum Charge Kaja. Went for the Brave Smite instead.
More sustain, more tankiness.
More tankiness, but less mobility.
Oh, that's a sacrifice though. Because there's a lot of mobility from Blacklist right now.
What is up? Why is TNC so passive here?
So weird, right?
Yeah, we know how a Fanny would actually go mechanically, aggressively, because in terms of this, are they respecting just the early game composition of Blacklist? Or this is maybe just a ticking time bomb for them?
Big questions here. That's the second turtle being given away for free here by TNC. They don't seem to mind.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's so weird for side of TNC. Like, I would understand why they skipped the first turtle. Or second turtle. Really, very surprising.
Bit
think
too
about.
much, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just looking at a slow start of a game in game number 3. King Kong though follows up.
Oh, look at that maneuver from Edward.
Edward knows how to deal with a Fanny. Just go
Oh
over the
my
walls.
goodness.
Go over the walls, bro. Oh my goodness, that was so good.
Edward just styled on him.
Legend Zero, Legend Zero, completely fleeing from the possible takedown of King Kong and Hesu. He knows, but how do Goyo knows here to go back here? And that was that's full of bad things.
Nice counter, nice re-engage, Shredder. Coming in for first blood, that's TNC. They got something on the map, finally. And then that's exactly what they need.
A wonderful pickoff, and that's Bentix with the flicker, as expected, or as we prescribed. They need to activate Bentix and work around this Kaja. And that was also good delivery because it was towards Innocence.
Yeah, in this case, better late than never.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to put it. But for now, they're trying to get coverage, more of the takedowns.
Nice hit, but again, Hesu will pay for it. So it's very difficult for TNC to get free hit range here because there's so much punish coming in from Blacklist.
We're gonna be invading the purple buff now. Can they be successful with this one?
Yep, Sensui has full control with the circling eagle there as well, coming in from Brother J. Oh, how with the flicker in. Blacklist looks like they are in their element.
Another one bites the dust from TNC. That's 2, and completing another chance of a follow-up. Blacklist response right away. And there's the opportunities just being brought into this game, completely being utilized by OHEB, going in for a push, and they're going in for their next objective. Blacklist has straight 2 turtles against TNC.
Yeah, 2 straight turrets as well, top and bottom at the same time almost, with Edward still right there waiting. Big question is who's going to start off this one. Will it be Benfings as well? There you go. One more time. Still saved by the Cult Altar again.
Really, Jay?
Wow.
How did he just completely dash away from the great distance? He knew that could be the possible takedown with the Matilda, man.
Nice save from Haji.
And also, that window of just holding members of TNC just to secure that turtle is just a great play from Blacklist International.
That's
Now they're
true.
leading by a lot. It's gonna be a problem for TNC. Their passiveness.
Oh boy, Edward of course still has some
Man.
to deal with. Bottom lane OHEB's becoming a very difficult problem to handle here for TNC. It's a dive. It's gonna be a dive. Do TNC know this? Looks like it. Sensui might be in trouble. Has guiding wind. Nice survivability here from Blacklist. But TNC, what will you do? Where is the flicker? There it is. No flicker needed. They just get the kill right away. They keep on going as well. Haji does not have the Cult Altar, which means they will have to back off. Although the engage is still strong, Sensui still got some damage, and as well as OHEB. So they keep the fight going. That's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, the Nether Realm actually went badly. King Kong, you didn't know! A classic Blacklist trick.
Waiting in the bush.
Just leaving that small buff, the baby buff. And
It just baited everybody.
yeah, baited King Kong.
Nobody
Look at there.
home.
Nobody home. It's just a baby buff.
That's funny.
And that was just completely great delivery from TNC. Amping up Innocent. Okay. Oh, look at it burst from King Kong, though. Freely
I love it. I love how
getting with the peel.
I love how King Kong's working here, but the problem is Blacklist knows just go against a wall. Fan can't do anything. They have two heroes that can do that well, the Matilda as well as, the Faramis.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's also so much mobility all around the map.
Well, speaking of movement around the map, King Kong as well, doing a lot of clear and coverage, getting time for TNC to actually bounce back. Where Blacklist is on the lead with 4K. I think this is one way to gain advantage with the map coverage. Is they have the Fanny, they have ways to get information and vision, and completely they could just sandwich out Blacklist International. So at some points, Renegade needs to have a double time to get a vision out of TNC. So it needs more coverage as well.
Well, we could get more here. And finally, will he get it? He still gets that purple, but of course, Haji will pay for it. There it goes, the Cult Altar in the hands of TNC, really working out well for them. Nice shielding coming in here from Renegade. Edward could be in trouble here.
Edward!
Forces the flicker, but still goes down. That's going to be TNC with 2 kills straight.
Yeah. Very important set of kills for TNC. They took out Haji very quickly, and then they stole the Nether Realm, or they copied the Nether Realm. Goyo was able to activate it for their team. They stave off some of the deficit. It's now down to 2.9k from 3.5. Very important, but they need more.
Trying to stall it out
that's
here.
so-
Whoa, that's a
whoa.
lot of... Whoa!
Worldy, bro.
Full re-engage, disengage there rather, from
That's
TNC.
They just pushed away TNC to just go back in their own defense. Snipe would miss though. But that was just a huge amount of peel from Blacklist International. Another great pickup from Mohib as well.
Worldy.
TNC,
Very strong.
a little bit of unhinged here.
Ben thinks no flicker, but does have the ultimate.
That's right. So it's still not reset here. Dance is still ongoing. Edwards on the other side of the map while all of this is happening. What's going to be the answer here for TNC? TNC looking for it. Ben thinks he's waiting for the flicker. He has it ready. Wants to go for somebody here, but no one is home. TNC once more have to kind of wait it out. Wait for Blacklist to make a bad move here. Conceal play. Ben Fings wants to go for it again. Denied once more.
King Kong Rico back.
Oh my goodness. What was that for? Was that for Edward? They're looking for Edward right now.
That was just for energy.
Oh, Edward.
You spotted.
Boom.
Boom,
There
international.
it is. There goes the big boom boom. Haji still has the Cult Altar, so TNC knows they can't re-engage.
They missed the Bennett's Rage.
And they miss on the Bennett's Rage as well, giving away that Lord for free to Blacklist.
Sin Sui again maintaining their own growth on the lead of 4.6. There was so much TNC that needs to be answered. Since Edward did a push down bottom, they were actually being confused on to take the objective or not. So they're now pushed to a corner to respond. And this is just trouble for TNC. It's not looking good.
I can't believe that was just a recall for energy.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the purple buff. That was the problem.
Oh, bad. Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
We were
Disaster.
just talking about it.
TNC's resolve, man. It's frail.
Seems like breaking right in front of our eyes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
the recall's right in front of the eyes of TNC.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
This is just completely Blacklist doing their own game. Coverage all over the map. Push down bottom. How do TNC pick one against Blacklist right now? They have most of the armor, even for defenses to even go in the most longest team fights.
They have Kaja. They have many ways to pick off the members of Blacklist. All they need to do is just to be on point, honestly. They can do it. And that means that all of the outer turrets will be taken out for TNC.
Okay, this is not looking good now. Again, we're looking at the saving grace of TNC, Flicker and Divine Judgment. Ben Things has done it. Great plays in the early game, but he needs to do it again. But something got knocked up here.
Ben Ming's already used the flicker, so he can't really walk on out there. Renegade, he's flowing in. He knocks up Innocent. Innocent with Edward. Balboa stuck in the back, but it's no problem. It's actually King Kong doing work on the back of Blacklist's lineup.
And that was 4 ultimates burned, Wolf.
Yep.
They were trying to sustain that possible takedown from Blacklist.
That's a great win of nature for the side of TNC, particularly for Innocent. The exchange was they were able to get a kill to Haji, but at this point, the kill of the Faramis means nothing because he could just respawn easily. A main objective now for TNC is to contest OHEB 2-0-2.
Yep.
No win of nature for now, but that casual steel leg plates is enough to kind of take down King Kong's damage department.
Casual jeans.
Yeah.
Casual jeans.
Yeah, it's
Steel
a good,
jeans.
it's the right mix for OHEB. Because of all the threat that could actually happen, yeah, we're looking at Innocent, so he's now the only saving grace for damage with a gold earned against 3 from Blacklist International. So at some point, we're looking at TNC buying more time, buying more ways to get vision. But the problem is, if they go for vision, the coverage of Blacklist in terms of setting traps and these kinds of objectives could actually mean a different way for TNC to even bounce back. Will they either go for the coverage of the base? Will they either secure this one, secure a marksman position out of team fights, or will they even contest this Lord? Because we're looking at the score, this is just completely Blacklist having 2 immortalities and having great way to sustain team fights.
Okay, the dance.
Oh,
but the
good seal.
purple
Ben thinks
is
the
the
purple?
first,
Who gets
first
this?
important one.
Oh, Tensui actually might be in trouble here. Huge suplex,
Nether
but
realm.
of course going to be saved here by the Nether Realm. They take out Hesu. That's a pretty big call here. Goyo too late on the Nether Realm. Oh my goodness, and now King Kong has to do extra work. He has the buff, so he's definitely a lot more mobile compared to last time. That's going to be 4v5 still for Blacklist
For sure.
on this Lord.
That was the traps that we're talking about. That is just completely the objective
Oh, Haji spotted out
traps.
King Kong.
Oh,
Haji
he knows. He knows.
Haji knows.
Well,
They
that's
know.
not- Oh, there it is. So many people waiting on that bush. King Kong is slipping on some of these cables, and I don't blame him. It's a very difficult position to be in.
Haji just in the right position. This is spot out where King Kong was. And that pickoff for Hesu is more than enough for Blacklist International to eventually be successful taking that Lord.
Okay, a lot of problems here. They have wave clear. They have the Beatrix. They also have King Kong to get vision. But the problem is, if they keep on diving on those vision checks right onto the maps here again, Blacklist International, someone might go down. Someone might just completely get spotted. Just what happened there. King Kong completely got out of Blacklist's radar. So this is the question now of TNC. Will they bounce back with the usage of their own base, or will they survive from pickoffs? Scratch that. Edward just completely gave a huge amount of damage right onto King Kong, and he forced it back to the base. Let's see how Bentings does this. We're looking for a Hail Mary play here for this kind of setup. They have the Kaja, they have an ultimate to be used by Innocent, so this just completely boils down to mechanics and
for
timing.
Oheb. Look for Oheb if you're Bentings, but he's looking at Tensui right now, which means the bottom lane turret will go down. Mid as well. Everyone is just panicky here, looking for a way to just not die, waiting for the Blacklist pick, the hits from Oheb, the combo from Edward to come out. So far, I would say the Fanny's effectiveness in fights are slowly deteriorating as well.
Oh, but still play. This is the Hail Mary play.
Is the Hail Mary we're talking about? And the re-engage is going to come in strong here. Renegade with a circling eagle. Hesu looks like a prime target. There goes the Nibiru's passion. Innocent doing his very best to deal good damage to force Blacklist to back off. But everyone just dodges.
King Kong don't.
The snipe.
King Kong don't.
King
Just get
Kong.
out.
Oh.
Okay.
King Kong again.
Oh, somebody got pulled!
Someone got in!
That was Tensui.
That was Tensui! That should have been
Immortality.
it! That should have been it! Immortality wasn't even popped!
Still got it.
Oh my goodness. TNC looking for ways, looking for chances. With all the items they've built up, not even enough to pierce through defenses of Blacklist International.
Yeah.
There were some moments that actually make things work.
It's scary
Oh,
right
to my
now.
knockup. Okay, around to the purple.
Blacklist seems to want to go for it. Everyone is in range here for
Nether
King Kong
Realm.
to make a big play near the realm. Keeping Blacklist alive, making sure that TNC has to make a run for it. And everyone just suffering to the hits of Oheb right now. Who's going to deal with this madman? Right now, it's King Kong trying his very best to try to cut some of these minion waves before they reach the base. Help Innocent with the
the
defense.
bottom.
And I think they can buy time. But
Oh,
the waves are still
Renegade!
here. Renegade catches Innocent. Where is
Wow.
King Kong when you need him? And that's going to be a game. It's 2-1. Blacklist still gets the W.